Have you ever had any friends that have come to you saying, like, Alana, I'm just, I'm not feeling well, I don't know what to do? Or has it always been sort of just getting through a breakup, typically man-related or woman-related?
I feel like a lot of the time it is man-related. I don't think I've had a friend kind of come up to me with anything a little more serious. I think having dealt with depression myself, though, I might be able to like at least listen.
Yeah.
But. Yeah.
So you seem to, like, I looked on your Instagram, obviously, to put together a little collage.
Mm-hmm.
Do you put a lot of sort of stock in fitness and training?
I will. Yes.
So do you find that that helps you to pull you out of a?
It does, and I find when I'm in my slumps too, it's when I haven't gone to the gym in a while or I haven't been active and I just kind of sit around and do nothing and I just have like all the time to think.
Just kind of stew in your own thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever tried meditation?
No.
No?
I haven't. No.
You haven't?
Mm-mm.
We'll try that sometime.
Okay.
I want to try. Yeah, I want you to try that and let me know how you think.
All right.
How you feel. Okay, so if it's all male related, a lot of this with you and your friends,
mm-hmm.
would you say that in London there's like the majority of guys are good guys? How are you finding to be a beautiful woman at your age? Do you feel like when you go to the bar, like, I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like I'm about to get attacked. I feel like I'm going into the jungle. How do you handle that? Like, obviously you're conditioned at a young age, I imagine.
Yeah.
But overall, what's your outlook on going out? Do you prepare yourself, or are you okay with the compliments? Are the majority of the compliments nice?
Majority of them are nice. I don't ever really get too overwhelmed. It's not like I got a swarm of people coming after me, right?
Right.
But
not yet.
No pictures, please.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I just feel like I don't really worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just if I'm receptive to it, then sure. If not, then I just kind of like brush it off.
Mm-hmm.
But
you think that this city, compared to every other city, it's all kind of the same and it's all relative? You're going to have your assholes, you're going to have your good guys.
I think so.
Okay.
I think London has a lot of assholes, though.
Yeah. Well, we have that reputation of being.
Maybe it's just because we are a little bit smaller and everybody knows everyone, right?
Sure.
Whereas in Toronto, maybe the assholes are a little more like spread out.
Yeah.
Or like other places.
You see them a little less.
A little less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Well, I feel like the assholes do tend to flock towards the bar scene a little more than the nice guys.
And you can tell which ones they are because you see them every single time that you go out, and you maybe only go out like for me, for example, I maybe only go out like twice a month.
Right.
And I always see the same people every time.
Yeah. There's definitely some bar stars. But I was one, so I can't.
I was one too, so I can't say anything.
No, but it's just the people that I still. And no offense, I mean, everybody kind of grows in their own way and at their own time, or maybe it takes a tragedy to kind of move forward. But I sometimes see people that are, 10 years older than me doing the same thing, and I just think, maybe we should talk outside of this to see what else is really going on, because you can't be enjoying getting shit-faced drunk 3 days a week for forever. I mean, that can't be. Maybe it is, but I don't see how it's enjoyable.
But I wonder if there's like just maybe not enough stimulation here, and that's all there is to do.
Do you think so? I think you can still, if you're creative enough, find things. I mean, trust me, this last year it's been hard, but you can still find things. It's just not the regular things that you're used to, or the cool things, right? Like I said, I mean, meditation's great, yoga's great. There's lots of healthy things going on. It's just a matter of finding them.
I'm a big sit on the couch and watch Netflix type girl.
You're Netflix. She's a Netflix and chill girl, but right now she needs some chill, so let's help her out, right, guys? But I guess I can't get into that because we brought up a pretty cool word there, but we're not going to talk about it. But anyway, okay, so what are your plans for the future with dating? What have you learned in the past that you're going to put into the next relationship to make things stronger for you?
Well, I was talking to my mom about this.
Okay.
Which is really good. And she's like, you know what, Alana, now that you're in this transition period, maybe it would be good to kind of take a step back and look at the guys that you've been attracting and then kind of see what you want from there.
Yeah.
And honestly, ultimately, that's what I want. And like, that's my end goal. Like, I do want to find someone that I want to spend like my life with and have kids with, because kids are important to me. I do want kids.
Yeah. Other than puppies?
Other than puppies. Yeah. I mean, if that doesn't work out, then yes.
Puppies are great too.
I'll be like the crazy dog lady. That's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, I do want kids. So I think I want to find, obviously, money isn't like the biggest thing, but you want to be in a situation where like you feel like you know, if you're going on mat leave, that you're going to be taken care of. Or,
right.
like, you know what I mean?
Security.
Like, so, you know what? I want someone that has their shit together and
Yeah.
like knows what they want in life, because the guys that maybe I have been with didn't know that, and that's probably why things didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
Or part of the reason. I don't know. This is on my side too, so maybe I'm just a terrible girlfriend. I don't know.
I highly doubt that. I highly doubt that's
it. Oh my
it.
God, listen to Alana. She's just shit.
I don't think.
She's bashing us, but she's the bad one.
I don't know. I think there's a lot worse things you could have said. I think that you're just being...
for sure. But
yeah.
I mean, that's a cool thing to be able to look at yourself that way too. Right?
The fact that
I think a lot of girls wouldn't do that. Like, oh, well, maybe I'm just... You know.
I think that you're absolutely doing the right things, because when you get through this, a lot of people want to blame the other person right away. And the truth is that you really have to look at yourself and what are your faults before you can sort of pin the other person.
For sure.
So I think that what you're doing is amazing, and your mom's got some great advice for you. And so obviously when I was creeping your Instagram to put together a little package to promote you for the show, we had a little discussion about something that you and your mom talked about, because there was some nice sexy photos.
Some really nice photos.
Is that how she said it? So your mom's seen your ass.
Well,
yes. It's on Instagram.
It's all over Instagram.
Yeah, which was a surprise to me, actually. Yeah, go look at it. It's a nice ass.
I squat for it.
This is where the fitness comes in.
That's right. Yeah. Anyways, so it was actually kind of funny, because I was with my grandma, and she was talking about how she checked out my Instagram. I'm like, oh my God, here we go.
Your mom did, not your grandma,
my
right?
My mom did. My grandma has no idea what
That'd
Instagram
be the coolest
is.
grandma ever if she knew what Instagram was.
My grandma does not know. They don't even have a cell phone. They don't know. They still have dial-up. Yeah. So my mom's like, Angela told me to look at your photos.
Who's Angela?
Oh, one of her friends.
So one of your mom's friends is on your Facebook telling your mom to look at your photos?
Yes.
Okay.
And
the gossip never stops.
I know. And then she looked like the really nice photos. So obviously she's not going to be like half naked photos of you in front of my grandma. Like, thank God, because I don't know. Actually, honestly, I really don't care.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yes, Mom, because she said it like 10 times. She's like, really, really nice photos. I'm like, yeah, okay.
So were you scared when you initially put those on Instagram? What was your feeling? Because sometimes that's putting yourself out there, right? I mean, obviously Instagram is the king social media for bikini ass lingerie shots now.
Yeah.
I think it's normal, actually, for like I feel like I see women. If I don't see an ass shot or a bikini shot or something, I'm surprised. It is weird now.
Everyone has fake boobs, and I mean, I love fake boobs, so like.
Yeah, me too. No problem there. They kind of put food on my table, actually, so I can't really.
Go.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, at one point in time, they paid the way.
There we go. But I don't know. Like, I feel like obviously there's people out there that are gonna hate no matter what, but I was pretty confident with the photos, and they turned out really nice. My friend Jenna did such a great job. She does her own photography, which is
there you go. Give her a plug.
Yeah, St. Croix Photography. She does a boudoir, she does maternity, and she's kind of trying to branch out into weddings now too.
Okay.
So she's doing a really good job, and
so anyone looking for sexy photos or weddings or anything really, sounds like cool.
Absolutely. She's very versatile. She's really good at what she does, and if you need them done fast too, she'll edit them like for you right away, which is so awesome.
Good.
But yeah, so I posted those like
can't wait to get my ass
to
all over Instagram.
You should totally do that.
Yeah. What's her name? Jennifer?
Yeah, sun's out one
Jennifer, I'm calling you to take some pictures of my ass.
I
want to have some ass shots on my Instagram.
Well, it's Jennifer.
Will you teach me how to squat before I get my ass shots done?
Absolutely. Ass to grass all the way.
Ass to grass, sure.
But yeah, so I mostly post, obviously, like every girl likes a little bit of attention, so there's that factor too. And I posted them to kind of, support Jen as well. So I tagged her in all the photos that I posted because they're hers. And
Okay.
Yeah, I'm happy with them on there. I don't see.
I think they're great. I mean, I don't think anyone's complaining.
I mean, there were some more racier ones that I didn't post, like where you can I was wearing a see-through robe and you can see my boob.
You can see your nipple and everything?
Yeah. So I didn't.
Where do we get these? Where do we get to take a look at these?
Those ones are on my computer.
Okay. Vince, can you hack into her computer?
So, I didn't post those, and then there's one where I'm in that same lace robe and you can see my whole butt, but you basically see my whole butt and all the other ones too, so.
Those are nice though. I mean, let's face it.
Yeah.
Looks are gonna fade eventually.
Yeah.
They do. Okay, so if anyone is out there actually imagining that they're not gonna get a hold, because We are. We all are. So I understand wanting to take pictures and remembering your beauty and
absolutely, because then after that,
celebrating it,
Botox and like all that stuff. So.
yeah, for sure. Then it's just trying to stay young and pretty. It's not actually being young.
It's
and
going
pretty.
to happen. Okay?
Yeah. So, so on top of these photos, how do you feel about like just even this show? The photos are out there. You're single. Do you feel like you've grown a lot in the last little while? Because it seems like you're doing some more risque things. Even this is risque, but you're getting rewarded for it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I feel like I have grown a lot in the past year, and it's been great. And like, there's been some tough times where I've been sad and whatnot, but like ultimately, I think that, as cliche as it is, everything happens for a reason, and I'm really glad that those things did happen, because I'm here now, and like I'm doing all these exciting things, and I don't know if I would be doing them if I was still in the same situation I was like a year ago.
Okay, it's relationships aside, what's the hardest thing you've ever had to deal with in your lifetime so far? Have you been fairly lucky and you have sort of everyone that you still love around, or has there been any situations, because there are people like that, and obviously everyone's going to face ultimately sort of the same challenges in life. We all have to grow old and die, and the people that we love are going to grow old and die.
Absolutely.
So there's always going to be challenges. Have you been one of the lucky ones that kind of hasn't had a lot of that to deal with as of yet?
I've had very little loss, which is
a blessing.
Great. I lost my grandma on my dad's side. I think a few years ago now. It's hard to keep track.
Yeah,
but,
fair enough.
Like my great-grandparents obviously aren't around anymore, but on my mom's side, which we're closer to anyways, because they live here, like the rest of my family, like Singapore, but they're kind of like, like my mom remarried when we were quite young, so my stepdad, or I call him dad, he's not even a stepdad, he's my dad, his side of the family's all in Mexico, right? So our only like immediate family and stuff is like my sister, my two half-brothers or brothers, and then my grandparents on like my mom's side.
Right.
So they're still around. Right?
So you've been fortunate.
Really,
healthy.
Healthy.
Which is great, because I wanted this. We had a heavy week last week. Michelle went through a ton of shit, right? So it's nice to sort of lighten it up and have someone just young with that fresh energy and talk about relationships more.
Yeah.
The other thing that I wanted to ask you was, you have a very unique look.
Yes.
So what is your background?
I get asked this so much.
Yeah, so let's talk about that and get that out of the...
So my biological dad, he's from Singapore. So it would be more of like a Chinese descent for him.
Okay.
And then my mom is Canadian, but Scottish background. So
Scottish?
Basically, European Asian, so you're Asian.
Really?
Yes, that would be me.
So you know what's funny about that? If someone like her and I hooked up once, and obviously my sperm is very powerful. I have a daughter already, but you could potentially have a redhead, because potentially, especially with obviously I'm blonde, but I think this.
But like, how cool would that be? They'd be like,
you could have a little ginger.
Asian ginger babies.
That's crazy.
That would be
That's hilarious. I was really surprised to hear that there was some Scottish in you.
Yeah. So like, in the sun too, you can kind of see like there's some reddish that comes out of like.
Well, I can see a little bit of it
right, you
now.
Can kind of see it. It's like a brownie. Like
this is all natural hair. It's okay.
This is natural here to probably it's probably grown out quite a bit, but this is pretty much the color.
Yeah. Well, that's very cool.
Yeah.
So we've got a very good Woman Crush Wednesday here. I think we're kind of running out of time. Is there anything else that you want to add? Obviously your hardest times in life so far have been dealing with love and relationships, it sounds like.
And I basically said to myself that feeling like the world is going to end, like super dramatic. I'm a little bit of a dramatic person.
But this is important, because there's people that kill themselves over relationships and the loss of a loved one. So it's important.
That's what I said to the last relationship, was that it's not okay for me to feel like this. Like when you're telling me that you're leaving and me not being able to breathe and like crying and like on the floor and stuff, like that's not okay for me.
So you had panic attacks?
I've had panic attacks, and I mean, there's different ways to deal with it too, and like I feel like since I'm so aware of it,